Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to Artful Stampin' with Ruth, my YouTube channel. So tonight we're going to be making quite a detailed card. I've seen something similar on Pinterest and thought I'd try and have a go making it myself, and also slightly demystify it so that hopefully it'll be easy for you guys to follow. You will need a die cutting machine or something that, I guess something you could draw around that's circular. I don't know. As I make it, I'll talk through options. But die cut certainly would be helpful because I've pre-cut quite a few leaves and little bits and pieces. I'm going to say a quick hello to everybody and then we're just going to get started. So hello Martina, Sally, Heidi, Liz. Hello Liz. I've had a very good class today with Liz and other ladies. Who have we got here? Tina, Mindy, Kathy, Georgiana, Tina, Diane, Monica, Shaz, Cindy, Bob. Hello, lovely to see you all. All right, let's get started. I found my blue light. Look, there we go. So I thought I'd go in nice with the lighting today. Here we go. Right, I'm going to turn my blue light off now. To conserve the battery, because it's such a powerful light. The battery does go after a little bit, so there we go. I should probably have one that sort of remote control somewhat. That would be handy, wouldn't it? All right, so I'm going to just talk through with you what I have done already. So I have cut a piece of standard cardstock into half lengthways. So if you're in the States, or if you have letter size paper, 8.5 by 11, you can do this too. I'll just get my ruler and tell you the measurements. So you need to cut your cardstock so it's 28 centimeters long or 11 inches wide. All right, then you need to cut it so it's approximately 4 inches wide, but for us in the UK that's just 10.5 centimeters. Then you need to score kind of the quarter marks. All right, so in the UK that would be 7, 14 and 21. Just score at those points. But if you're doing it in inches, that's 2 3/4, 5.5 and 8 1/4. Right, so you end up with that, which is kind of the base of a lot of different types of card making. There's lots of different types of cards that you do like this. You can do like Z-fold cards, if you didn't score that one. You could do a gatefold card. It's one of those kind of standard useful folds and cuts to do, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to cut a circle out of this, and I'm still not entirely sure how I'm going to make it work. I think I do have to cut some additional pieces. So I don't want to use my largest circle because I need to keep that for cutting a ring that's going to attach to here. So I'm actually going to cut a circle out of the middle, and this is what I meant by, if you don't have circle dies, you can just get something to draw around, like I don't know, or you could use a what they called, not a protractor, those mathematical things. You stick the thing in the middle and you draw it with a pencil. Is that a protractor? Or was a protractor the thing with the angles? It's been a long time since I did maths. So the idea is I want to cut out a circle from the middle. This is going to actually fold up, and I'm probably going to stick it, and then I want a hoop to go around like that we're then going to stick my lovely pretties to. I've got all these lovely pretty bits and pieces. All right, so I'm going to get my machine. Just pop this up here. Get my plates. So I need plate number 1 and plate number 2, and then a cutting plate. And oh no, hold on, cutting plate down there. Actually, this cutting plate is a little bit bent. I'm just going to see if I've got a straighter one. Oh, this one's a bit straighter. This is one of the older ones. The older ones seem to keep straighter for longer. And I actually have a nice new clean plate, which I might use for putting over the top because I don't want too many marks. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't really matter if I have marks. I've just realised because I'm going to be sticking things on top. But anyway. Okay. Now, I've just also remembered that I wanted to cut out... I'm actually going to be sticking... this panel, so I've pre-embossed this panel here, and I could do with cutting that out at the same time. So I'm just going to lay that, oh sorry, there we go, you can see what I'm doing now. I'm just going to lay that on there, and then I want to place that halfway, like so, on my paper. I'm going to get my plate. Hopefully it didn't move too much. I'm going to run that through my machine. Oh, I didn't put my new plate on. After that was me talking about my new plate and I didn't actually end up using it. Never mind. Oh, it squished my paper. I'm going to have to re-emboss that, but that's all right. And it's just about cut that section out like that. Okay, that's fine. Then I need to cut another hoop, but I need a piece of scrap white cardstock. I'm trying to find one that's wide enough. Actually, I've got two thin ones here, but I might be able to cut that in one go. And I'm going to place that inside. Hold on, which one did I just do? See that one? I'm wondering if the bigger, how much bigger than that is that? Oh well. I think I might go for the one slightly smaller than that. So I'll have a bit more of a bite. Sorry, I've not actually made this before, so I'm kind of winging it as I'm filming it in front of you guys. So for those who've just joined me or watching on the replay, this was a live video, so you know, you get it warts and all, mistakes and everything. Bit of an experiment. Right, so these are the nesting circle dies that Stampin' Up! Sell. I know lots of companies do have nesting dies. What I particularly like about these ones is that they've got a scallop circle as well as just the plain circle, which is quite useful. So there we go. That's my little ring that I want, because I'm going to be sticking my ring. I've got two of them. I'm going to stick my ring there and there. Alright. Okay, that's my plan. Hope it's going to work. Okay. And while I'm here, while I've got this out, I'm just going to re-emboss this panel, because I kind of lost the what's the word I want? I lost the indents when I squished it just a moment ago, and now I've lost my folder. It's a new one to me. It's the Quatrefoil one. I think it's called Quatrefoil. I just put it on the floor. Oh, I have to put it on the floor. Ah, that's why I can't find it. It's this one here. It's ever so pretty. It's very elegant. So just going to pop that back into... I don't know if I can completely match it up to what I did, actually. Well, I might be able to. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, so to put that through the machine, because it's not one of the 3D embossing ones, you need plate one of the clear plates, then the embossing folder, then another clear plate. Alright, so, you know, the old-fashioned way that we used to do our folders. It has this beautiful repeat kind of pattern on it. Isn't that lovely? Right, let's pop that down on the floor, out of the way. What else can I put on the floor and get out of the way? Roll up my sleeves, ready for business. So I'm going to bring my card back on. I don't need these hoops now. I'm just going to pop these to one side. Yeah, this is the older packaging. If you order these, you actually get it in a slightly different packaging. This is when Sizzix used to manufacture them for us. We have somebody else doing them now. So, but they are very useful, and I think the code is a bit different as well. But very useful set of dies there. Now, I think I'm going to have to do some very nifty gluing now. And I'm trying to think what is probably the best thing to stick down first. I think I'm going to stick that to that. Now, if I get you in a bit closer, you'll see that there is actually, you see that little bit of an indent from where I cut it. So I'm going to actually use that as my guide for where I need to stick this hoop. Okay, and the idea is that that is going to stick there, and that is going to stick onto the back like so. Right, got some little stray bits of paper. So make sure my glue is ready to rock and roll, because I need a very fine line of glue across there to stick that down with. And I've probably put a little bit too much. I'm just going to flip that over so I can see what I'm doing. Pop that down a little bit. There we go. And then I want a very fine amount of glue across there, and then onto the circle itself. Sorry, I haven't dared look up because I've been concentrating so hard on doing this. I haven't really looked up at your comments. So if you do have some questions, maybe save them for a few minutes, and then I'll answer them when I can actually look up from what I'm doing. I'm trying to get this all nice and neat at the top there. There we go. And perhaps I should have put a little bit of glue on the inside. Right, I'm just going to stick the inside together. Probably should have done that a bit earlier, but it's the first time I've made this, so kind of wasn't thinking about it too hard. So these should fold back. And this should fold back. Now I've got a little bit of glue seeping out, but that's okay. Right, so there we go. That's the idea. The idea is that that stands up. All right. So we're going to then decorate this section here. Now I'm going to see if this will stick onto there. I may as well get that stuck on now. Just putting a little bit extra, because when you're using a textured piece of paper, you do sometimes need that bit extra. I'm just going to turn it over and just give that a little bit of a snip off, because the thing I've noticed is when you emboss paper, it stretches the paper slightly. So you can cut, you know, say you were to cut a 5 by 5 centimetre square. When you've embossed it, it makes it bigger. So sometimes it's best to emboss, then cut your panel if it needs to be super precise. And that's what I had done, but I wonder if I stretched it again by putting it through. Oh, there we go. That's actually going to get all covered up, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I've got lots of kind of pretties to go on here. And I've realised it's slightly sort of it looks like it's slightly wonky, but anyway, as I said, I've got all these gorgeous pretties to go on. Right, so here I've got this is almost like a little wreath from the dies that go with, I think it's botanical, oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, these are called the Natural Prints dies. And there was, these are the dies in them, and this one. And so I've cut out a few of those pretty leaves, and I've cut that label out because I thought the label could stick across the middle. Right, I just need to find it though. Oh, there it is. There, look at that. Ah, perfect. Right. In the meantime, I've got all these lovely bits and pieces to stick on because I actually want this to be quite 3D. So let's stick that onto there. Then some of these need a little bit of jiggery pokery. Pop some of the little pieces out because they're very intricately designed. And what I love about dies is that I could not cut this out by myself. Well, I could, but it would take me a very, 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 very long time. And that is the beauty of using dies and things. So I've got 2 of those, and I'm thinking I'd like to lay one on top of the other, but I'm going to do it kind of opposite. So that would be if I did it straight on straight. So I'm just going to whip that around and actually stick that one on top of that one like that. So let's get some glue on here. And I think I'm just going to follow the circle round, because even if a little bit of glue pokes up through, eventually it's going to get covered up by something else. So just use my scissors to hold it down a little bit. Okay, just push that down into the glue. Oop, managed to get a bit of glue on my finger, but I'm right. Okay, so I don't actually, yes, I don't want this design to protrude from the sides like that. Okay. Right, I'll just stick this one down and then I'll look up and say hello to you all. So look, isn't that pretty if that gets laid on top of there? So another little layer of glue. So you may not have these exact dies, but you may have got something similar that you can do this with, or you may have some leaf dies that you could then, you know, assemble a bigger die. Because look, I've got some of these as well, and I'd like these to kind of maybe curl and, you know, have more texture, sort of sticking out like that. Anyway, right, I'll tell you what I've cut, and I probably will be cutting something else out because I've got this beautiful leaves. I think that's probably a bit too big, that one, but I've got these 2, and this is from the Aspen die set. There we go. Which I'm just going to double check and see if it's on sale, because these are, no, oh no, I think they're going to be available till next year. That's why. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, let me find my tweezers. So just going to add some extra bit of shaping into these leaves. They actually emboss as well as cut out when you cut them. They're really, really pretty. So, I took a phone call, so I'm not sure what I've missed. Oh, bless you. I'm wondering about putting the daisy punch. I'm like, oh, actually, I've got butterflies as well. I've got some butterflies to put on. Anyway, got lots of leaves yet to stick on. Got all those. I don't know, I think it would be nice to have a little focal point maybe with a daisy. What do you think? While you're telling me what you think, I'll stick this on. Let's see if oh, look, that would have fitted. Oh, does that one fit? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. It sort of does that way. So I'll do it that way. It stands up very well. Look, very proud. Very to attention. So I'll just stick that one in the back there. I just think it's really nice to have that design carrying on. Actually, we could do a really pretty design down here, because as I'm looking at this, it's got plenty of leafage on there. So we could do a nice little design down here. Ooh, I'm liking this design. I've never tried one of these before. I'm really enjoying this. And I decided to go white on white because I'm lazy. I just thought, I've got all these dies to cut out, die shapes to cut out. I'm just going to do it from one colour. Let's go white to start off with, and then if I like it, I can go with something else another day. I'm sorry, I'm being really honest. I'm actually quite a lazy crafter. I prefer to spend the time doing things I enjoy rather than, you know, faffing around, but taking bits of card off my shelf and then putting them back on again and then taking them back off again. Oh, life's too short. There we go. Right. Oh, I like that. Do you like this, guys? I hope you like this. Because I do. I do. Right, where's my daisy punch gone? Oh, where have you gone? Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Right, so get daisy punch out. Ooh, my fish punch. My fish punch is excellent for creating leaves. Right, that'll do for some leaves. And oh, I could do the daisies in glimmer. So this is the gorgeous glimmer paper. I don't know if it's still in stock, but oh, I'm going to cut it the other way around. This is super yum. Really beautiful. You get it. It comes in the white, green, and gold. It's really, really pretty. I might check to see if it's in stock in Europe. I don't know what it's like in America or anywhere else, but it's we had a good clearance rack and a good sale. Ooh, the ombre speciality papers are reduced to £3.70. Ooh, okay. Well, those are really yum. Just having a look at the papers. Right, while I'm looking at papers, I'm going to also have a look at what you guys are up to in the chat as well. Right, sorry, I've missed loads of chat. Who else? Who has come on? Hi, Katrin. Hi, did I see Sheila's name there? Maybe I didn't. Hi, Deb. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Deborah. Oh, thanks, Deborah Yanes. Yes. Bless her heart, she's on the mend. Oh, hug Shaz. Yeah, hi Lynn. Hi Janine. Hi Jan. Hi Shaz Casey. How are you? Hi Joanna. Oh, hope you get some sleep. Okay. Right, let's get back into this then. So I'm going to enjoy making some pretty paper daisies. Just curling these leaves under a little bit because I'm actually going to uncurl them in a second. But just wanted to put a little curl on them. Hello Barbara, you turn any colour card into a masterpiece. Oh, that's very kind of you. Hi Super Sanders, Andrea. Hi Lane. Oh, please do. Right, so for those of you who are new to my channel, you may not know, I have a Facebook group called Artful Stampin Space. And what I love is if you share with me pictures of projects you've made after being inspired by something you've seen on my channel. So I don't have many rules over on that Facebook group. Basically, it's not generally a kind of chit chat Facebook group, apart from once a month I have a question and chat area. So if you've got any questions, if you want to chatter about anything or share photos that are not craft related, then you can do that in that section. There's also, I've just remembered, there's a birthday section which I've forgotten. I've forgotten to update. Sorry, the beginning of December was such a blur for me. I've just remembered I've forgotten to update it. Anyway, we also have we will have a monthly birthday area where you can send your birthday wishes to those whose birthdays are in December, and also a chat area for the month as well. I should perhaps give that job to somebody to remember to do, because I'm terrible at forgetting to do that. So basically the rules are on that channel. If you're going to post something, you've got to post a picture of something you've made. Otherwise the post eventually gets deleted. And I get that some people just, you're not used to Facebook and you don't know how to get in touch with me. So sometimes people send me messages on there, which is absolutely fine. But those messages eventually do get deleted. Right, so I'm using my tweezers just to give these a little bit of a curl over. Now, tweezers are super handy. I met a lady today who does have a little bit of arthritis in her hands, and she was saying that she finds tweezers quite helpful to control her fingers, to get them to do what she wants them to do when they don't behave themselves. So yeah, tweezers are useful. And I'm sure one day I will be in the same position where I'll have arthritis in my fingers and finding it difficult to control things. Right, so my little fishes are going to get the same bit of tweezer treatment. Okay, so they go from fish to leaves. Oh, that's lovely. I need to do what by Thursday? You better do it by Thursday. What have I got to do by Thursday? That's sweet, Shaz. Oh, Monster High. I don't think I've ever watched that. Is it any good? Right, I'm just going to do a few of these and then I'm going to have a little play and see how they look on my card. So I think what I thought to do was initially to put a daisy on there, but I think I would actually prefer to do a little collection of leaves and things down here. Oh, might even stick those ones here as well. And then just leave the butterflies for up here. Then have some of these longer pieces. Right, let's get gluing because otherwise it's not going to happen, is it? Right, stick that down. I can rip that off, I don't need that. Oh, your birthday post. You've had birthday post from me, I think. Oh, I see. Sorry, the birthday post on the Facebook group. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, duh. Sorry. Takes me a bit to catch up. Right, so just be aware that you don't want anything to interfere with this fold here, so don't stick any leaves further than that point. Oh, that's fine, Linda. You don't need to put your leaves on yours. Yeah, it's just me. I'm a bit of a more is more girl. So I just love playing with paper. But yeah, no, you do it however you want to do it. Right, so I need a different texture now. So because these leaves are quite large, I want to contrast them with some of this really pretty, just delicate texture now. So I'm just going to stick some of these on there, and again making sure that they don't interfere with my mechanism. I thought I had another long one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I'll stick that one there. And I'm just going to give these a little bit of a curl. And stick this one here. Don't think I'm going to be able to resist putting some bling on here as well. It's going to get much worse, Linda. Just saying. I'm on a roll now. This creation's just going to get ridiculous. How long have you been watching me? I hope you realise this about me now. That just needs to be stuck down. Very carefully, just a tiny little bit of glue. Hold that there for a minute. Yeah, pearls. Oh no, you're not being rude at all, Linda. No, 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 no. Your opinion is valued. No, and you know, everyone's tastes are different, and that's what's so lovely about paper crafting, isn't it? You know, and to be honest, sometimes my mood is different. You know, my mood, you know, sometimes I'm in the mood to do something really plain, you know. Oh no, I hope you don't think I'm being rude. No. Oh no, not at all, my darling. Oh no. No, everyone's entitled to their view on something. Oh gosh, no, gosh, I'm not censorious. All right. Just now, this is because this is glimmer paper. I'm just giving it an extra bit of love in terms of pressing it down and making sure it's really dry. When my grandson sleeps over, I have a king-size bed and get left with knees on the edge. And he's only 3. Oh, I'm trying to decide what to make for my birthday dessert. Oh, April. April, when's your birthday? Just so happens there's a nice long leaf there that I think would be nice to stick that onto. Okay. Today, oh, happy birthday, April. Oh my goodness, there's a few of you on the 6th. So there's you, my husband, Ellen. I'm sure there was somebody else. I've seen it on YouTube. Who else's birthday is it today? Oh, lovely. That's lovely, April. Yes, please send your birthday emojis to April. I'm just going to have a quick look on Facebook and see whose birthday is today. Oh gosh, I've got my husband and 7 other people today. Oh, it's Charlie. Oh my gosh, Charlie. So Charlie I knew from oh, April, I can see it's your birthday. Oh, from Facebook. Charlie I knew through Periscope. She used to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. We have some mutual friends. Janine might remember Charlie, actually. Janine, do you remember Charlie from the Zoom Periscope days? UK girl. No, it's April's birthday. Did I say Linda? I'm sorry. Right, now I do have a few of these spare, so I think these could be stuck on somewhere. A little bit of glue. So Tom, it's been a work day for Tom mainly, and when I say work day, it's not only just doing you know, prepping for church stuff, but you know, picking Ruth up from her class work day, and some other jobs. So I did ask him what, you know, usually in our house we kind of, whoever's birthday it is gets to decide what to have for tea. So he was like, oh, ooh, what about some fried chicken to go with my Chick-fil-A sauce? So I don't know if I told you this the other day, that we have a friend in our church who spent a few months in the States looking after her father. Anyway, when last time, I didn't realise this, but last time she went over, I think she said to Tom, is there anything, you know, you'd like me to bring back? And he was like, oh, could you bring me back some Chick-fil-A sauce? And she was like, okay. So anyway, she I don't know how it ended up, but her husband works in London. So the Chick-fil-A sauce ended up in London for a little bit. Anyway, she presented it to him the other Sunday at church and went, "Here's your Chick-fil-A sauce." So Tom was like, "Oh, can I have some fried chicken so that I can try the Chick-fil-A sauce?" I was like, "Okay." So we had fried chicken, and then normally, if I was to buy frozen chips, I just buy like the cheapest frozen chips. But in Aldi, they have these like, I think they're either twice baked or thrice baked. I don't know. They're like twice cooked, but in beef dripping or something, beef fat. So it's like extra special chips, and they're like chunky, like steak chips. And then I also bought some sweet potato fries. So it was like posh, like oven food for his birthday tea. Hello, Midge Dinardo. Welcome. Monica gave him a birthday hug from me. My oldest would be 43. I'm very old, lol. Oh, you're going to be 70, Linda. When? Oh, June 18th. Oh, excuse me. My eldest turns 30 today. Oh, Monica. Wow. Midge, are you a crafter as well? Right, so right, I'm loving all this. Just the white glimmer paper. Although it's not strictly white, it's got an off-white kind of look to it, but it's so pretty with the rest of the textured white. Right, now got to decide what I'm going to do about this section here. So I was thinking that could go across there, because look, you can kind of sort of semi-see through it, which is quite nice. Or do I just leave it? Ooh, I suppose I could. Oh, my butterfly's half hanging off. Okay, let's take you off a second. I could place it there, because I quite like the idea of the I'll put my butterfly there. I quite like the look of the idea of just leaving the ring as it is. This would make a really super nice like engagement card, wouldn't it? Or wedding card. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Mitch. I'd love to do a more colourful one at some point. Right, let's think of a pretty sentiment. Oh, let me go in there. Sorry, that was my knee. Oh, you know what? I did set aside a card to give to my in-laws for their wedding anniversary, but I'm thinking this would make a gorgeous anniversary card. Or I could do, instead of putting happy anniversary, I could find some sort of little Bible verse or something just to go in there. I know it won't be Stampin' Up, but oh, actually, let me just have a double check. Oh, I found the perfect thing. Love never fails. Isn't there a song from a musical or something? Yeah, look at that. Oh, that would be perfect. You know what? I think I've got some dazzling diamonds. Ooh. I was thinking I could put dazzling diamonds around the edge. Ooh, where is my dazzling diamonds? So dazzling diamonds was a product that Stampin' Up did a long time ago. I might just have to do Winker Stella, but I've also thought about what I'm going to do for the centres of this. Right, okay. Now, what colour? I'm thinking like grey granite, something not too intrusive. That's it. That's it. Andrew Lloyd Webber. That's it. I knew I didn't know the song very well, but it's one of those songs that once you've heard it once, it kind of that refrain sticks in your head. Yeah, I didn't care too much for the musical, but I don't know. He just turned out to be a bit of a narcissist, didn't he, Phantom? But anyway. Yes, to dazzling diamonds. I know, but I can't find them. I thought they might be in my... I'll have a look in my embossing folder box. Hold on. No, they're not in here. Nope, not in here. I probably have got it somewhere. But there we go. Right, so I've placed this on so it's parallel with the top of my block, but I'm just going to double check. I'm just going to stamp my stamp so it's parallel. Yeah, that's fine. I might even stick that over the... roughly over that there. Oh, oh, no, oh, things are collapsing around me. Oh, look what I did. The butterfly's going to have to hide it. Ruth got a halo. Oh, I know what I've got. I've got white gel pen. Put a bit of that on. There we go. Shh, don't tell anybody. White gel pen saves the day. Ta-da! That song is My Husband and My Wedding Song. Oh, lovely. It is a lovely song. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me saying that I found Phantom 2 not so enjoyable. There we go. Right, that's lovely there. So what we need is a little bit of wink. Where did I put it? Where did I put my wink? Just stuck my finger in the ink. That's not handy. Turn it over. I can't, Janine, because look, it's got embossing in it. And that'd be... oh. And that side's got an ink splodge. Never mind. Oh, right, let me sit down. a little bit of wink around the edge. It'll be fine. I could have cut it again. I'm just being lazy. Like I said, I'm a lazy crafter. Right, so it's good that this butterfly didn't stick on so well, because otherwise I wouldn't have thought of putting this here. Right, dimensionals, lots of dimensionals. Right, and there, and there, and there. I'm a bit generous with these when I'm making more special cards, because I want them to, you know, hold up. Hi, Annie. Yep, that's a mess. Oh, sorry. Do you get the WhatsApp notice, Annie, or not? Are you on my WhatsApp list? So if you want to get notified of when I go live and you use the app, WhatsApp, you can get a little notification direct to your... Oh, look, it's starting to show through again. But anyway, we'll cover it up with a butterfly. Or, have I got any leaves left over? I was thinking if I got a leaf I can... But no, I was thinking if I stick that butterfly there like that, you won't notice it so much. See? Yeah, look, you don't even notice that. And I'll stick some bling on it as well. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Bit too much glue there. Stick that there. Right, hold that a second. Let that dry. Right, now I was thinking for these centres I'm going to do that little wee trick of putting the fine tip glue pen in there and then blobbing some of those crystally things. But before I do that, I am going to put some nice sequins around here. So this is that product. I've got my fine tip glue pen at the ready. Bye. Bye, Anne. And Tina. Okay, right. So now in this set here there are some nice little glittery sequins. I'm just going to get a few of those out. Because I quite like those. They've got glitter within them. Also got a few pearls here. Right, we'll start with them. I'm just going to give my tip a little bit of a clean. So sometimes it's worth just giving it a little squeeze. Make sure your glue's at the ready. Okay, this is high concentration time for me now. Sorry, I can't look up. That one over. Just need another one of those. Marvellous. Now that's sticking. Don't really want that sticking to my table. So I'm going to do my little trick with the old embossing buddy on the back of this. Right, I've got that blob of glue is a little bit too large. So I'm going to pick up some glue and then pop my sequin somewhere else, so we can share the glue love on the other sequin. Nice. Put that pearl on there. So this set of sequins comes in a pack of 3. You get sort of these bluey ones, then pink ones and green ones. They're worth sharing with a friend, you know, because to get through this amount of sequins, you've got to make a lot of cards. Okay, there we go. You love the sequins, but you're not patient with them. Yeah, you do need a couple of extra fingers. You know, you need tools to make life a bit easier. Okay, I'm going to pop those away. Then I want my enamel, my Pearlised enamel effects. This stuff's great. It's worth giving it a bit of a tap so that it's at the, you know, at the tip before you squeeze. And I'm actually going to drop a drop inside those sequins, because as I said yesterday, when sequins have got a hole in them, the glue tends to come up through the middle. If you pop a little drop of this, that just helps then. See, I've got so much sticky. Now I have got some little areas of sticky on here, so I'm just going to pop some more of these all the way around. This is a great alternative to having to stick things on, because you just blob it and it does its thing. So I may just do some extra little blobs here and there. I could do one to cover up my boo-boo there. Right. So as I said, for this section here, got my fine tip glue pen, got my little effervescent, sorry, not iridescent. They are iridescent, but they're called Effervescent Elements. And I'm going to put a generous amount of fine tip glue there. And then I'm going to pick up, and I'm picking up the smaller ones, I'm not picking up the big ones. I'm sort of like, as I put my fingers in, I'm kind of wheedling out the big ones. So not all of these might stick, but so in the morning I'll come and poke them, and whatever's not sticking I'll just remove. But there we go. Just going to give that a little bit of a move around so that it's as circular as possible. Right, so that's what that looks like. think I'll just do some extra little blobs of the old white. Ooh, that became a bit of a weird blob. Just going to move that. So these kind of supposed to look like little... Oh, Ruth. I'm being a little bit impatient now. Okay, they're meant to look like little dewdrops. No, it's not coming. What's going on? Oh, okay. Little air pocket. I'm glad I didn't do that on the card itself. So the other thing for dewdrops you can use is the fine tip glue pen as well. Oh no, air bubble. And that these dry clear, so they do actually look a little bit more like proper dewdrops. I love dewdrops. I love going in the garden and seeing the pools of little drops of water on leaves. One of life's little pleasures, aren't they? So there we go. Right, the paper you use to make daisies, is that from Stampin' Up? Yes, it is, but I've just had a look to see if it's in stock. And I couldn't find it, but it could be that I was writing the wrong word. So bear with, I'm just going to have a look in the catalogue. It's in the mini. It's called the Glimmer Speciality Paper, but I've got a feeling it's out of stock now. It may be in the States, it might still be in stock, but it's this one here, the Glimmer 12 by 12 Speciality Paper. And you've got green, white and gold. I've just had a look online to see if it's there. Excuse me. So we have the rose gold and gold. No, I think we're out of it. I'm so sorry. So the closest thing we have now... So that's in Europe. In Europe, we're out of stock. I mean, we've got pearlescent paper. That would look lovely, actually. Yeah, but we don't have just a white glimmer. The supple shimmer, which is sort of like a pink and a bluey colour, that's on offer. No, Linda, I'm talking about the mini that's current, the autumn mini. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be allowed to show it to you. No, this is the autumn mini. There we go. Yeah, no, this is the current mini. The July to December 2022. But it's out of stock in the UK. But if you check with, I presume you're not in the UK, Linda. Yeah, I'm looking at the European website. because I'm in Europe, but you know, I can't speak for Canada and America. Right, well, I'm really pleased with this card. Not quite, I presume I'd post it that way, put it in an envelope like that, and then it all should come back up to standing. Or you just have to make a box for it. There we go. Right, well, how long does that take me to make? Just over an hour. All right, so with a bit of cutting as well, it probably took me about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes to do the cutting out as well. And I was chatting. So there's none in Canada. Oh, usually I say, oh, you're in Canada, sorry. Ah, thank you, Mindy. I've utterly enjoyed it, actually. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, I think. Just, you know, all white. But it was just really fun. I'd love to do it with another colour. Yeah, what other colour? See, I'm thinking of some of those new in colours, those blues. Just be so pretty. There we go. You're welcome. Thank you, Gina. You take care of you as well. So if you want the measurements, just go to the beginning of the video. They were super simple, really simple measurements. And if you've got any kind of circle die, ooh, what's that mess on the back, Ruth? Oh, there we go. Sorry, something attached itself to the back. I was like, what is going on there? I guess also it leaves space at the back if you want to write your message, or you could write it there. But I suppose I could stick something plain there to write the message. But there we go. I think my in-laws will be very happy with that one. So now I have to think about, oh, I did set a card aside for them, but I might have to, I don't know, I could auction that one off now. There we go. You don't think I can top this one? Okay, I'll try not to top this one. Yeah. So thanks to Pinterest, because I did get this idea off lots of different sort of cards that I'd seen on there, and I was trying to figure out the best way to do it. So if anyone can come out with a simpler mechanism, please let me know. But I thought that was probably the easiest one to do. I'd love to have a go with the ovals at some point and figure out a way of doing it with the ovals. So that might be fun another day. Right, lots of love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate every single one of you. And thanks always for the thumbs ups and the shares out, because this is what helps me to be seen, or this channel to be seen by other folks who enjoy crafting, and particularly Stampin' Up products, because I actually sell those. And the link to the shop, if you're in Europe, so if you're in UK, France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands, Belgium and Ireland, then you can shop through my shop. So let me know if you'd like a catalogue as well. Just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I think I would put both flaps straight in the envelope. What? So, oh, do it that way. Close it. Yeah, I think I would do it that way too, like that. Because I don't think I should bend that back too often, because otherwise it starts to lose its strength. So I think I would just do it like that. Just make a special envelope for it. So this measures just over 4 inches, but yeah, 4 1/4. So I don't know, I'm making an envelope that was 5 by 8 inches perhaps. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Midge. Lovely to see you. Oh, lots of love, Mindy. Lovely to see you all. Oh yes, or just wrap it with tissue. That's a great idea, Linda. Yeah, because I'll be hand gifting it anyway, so it doesn't need to go in the post. And if it needs to go in the post, that's a whole rather different topic. There we go. All right, guys, I'm off now. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section. And of course, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. All right, so please remember to subscribe if you don't already. And if you'd like a copy of the current catalogue, just drop me a message.